What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Dario. This channel is called 5.2 liter, and today we're going to install some dive planes in the front of the GT350. Some people call them dive planes, some people call them canards. At Varus Engineering, where I ordered mine, they're called dive planes, so we're gonna go with this in the video. But this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. If you follow my channel, I have installed the big wing in the back, and I also recently have added this GT350R front splitter to kind of balance out the car a little bit more. But the next step is some dive planes, and I'm super excited to install these today. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and I'll give you a little bit of an overview. So I personally chose to go with Varus Engineering on these dive planes because honestly, I've looked at their website for a long time and I've always wanted to order something because it looks like these guys really know what they're doing. They are optimizing in all aerodynamic parts for especially track focused vehicles, because while all these aerodynamic parts like the big wing, the dive planes, the front splitter, they all look really cool, but they are functional. So for track use, they're going to improve the downforce of the vehicle to the roads, and that's essentially what's going to make you go faster around the turn. So that's partially why we're adding this because I want to be faster around the turn, but I also want it to look really cool, so I went with the Varus ones. There's other brands out there, but I know Varus really knows their stuff. These guys have a full booklet of all their product actually tested and real life results, and they will give you a full overview of what is doing what for your car. If you're adding a big wing in the back, that's adding downforce obviously in the rear. You have the planes in the front, but it's all proven downforce. It's not just, oh, let's slap some plastic or carbon fiber on the car and hope that it does what it's supposed to. And that, my friends, brings us to today's video sponsor. It is no one but me, myself, and I. There's honestly no sponsor. I really appreciate you guys watching this far. If you were to hit the like button, comment whether you like the video or not, maybe give me something to improve on, I would really appreciate that. If you were to subscribe to the channel, it would mean the absolute world to me, because I'm trying to grow this. I'm trying to be, putting out more content. So any subscription and recurring view really helps to eventually monetize this channel and to grow with you guys. Without further ado, let's get back to the video. And this is all the parts we're going to use for today's install. I just have a couple of microfiber towel to clean the front of the car and some alcohol to actually wipe it down. So this is actually 50-50 water and alcohol. This is what they recommend on their website. This is just some water to spray the front down. And then we've got some markers tape, a pair of scissors, and then the parts. So let's go unbox the parts. As I said, I have not taken them out yet, so this is fresh out of the box, and we'll see what the quality of these parts will look like. So Varus actually has this special deal on blemished parts. What does that mean? It could be parts that are just having some, minor imperfections in the clear coat, or parts that just don't look 100% perfect and not to the quality standards of just looks, because these are all structurally sound. These are gonna work just fine. And I ordered these because they were $300 instead of $500, and I like to have a good deal. And especially if you ask me, a part that you're gonna add in the front of the car that is going to get eventually rock chipped, because I do drive my car a lot and I don't care for it, to be actually seeing some use. So a part like that, in my opinion, if it's not 100% perfect, that's fine. I have not looked at the parts yet. Maybe I'll change my mind in a second here. But they told me it was going to be most likely just some imperfections in the clear coat, which I personally can live with. And if I save $200, that is quite the discount. So if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, maybe check out their website and get a good deal. Doesn't it always feel like Christmas when you unbox some car parts? It's always exciting to me. I love companies that are paying attention to detail and, try to get returning customers. This is super cool. There is engineering, and they have the GT350 on there. That's really nice. Also got this. Keep the car smelling nice. Very cool. And a little calendar for 2026. Always helpful. So is the sticker. It's funny how every single time I record a video, the ice cream truck's coming by. But it's getting colder, so maybe not for much longer. So, next up, we have this template that we need to, let's just look at one side. We need to cut this out, so then we have a perfect template of where to actually glue the dive planes on. So, easy enough. Just gotta cut this out right. Okay, this started to get way too exhausting, so I had to sit down. Honestly, while I'm like, well, it would be nice to just get the template, I'm just glad we got a template in the first place from Varus. And I guess I got to retrain some skills that I haven't used in a long time, and I'll probably need them with having a daughter, so I guess it works. All right, we got the templates cut out. I'm not gonna win any art fair here, but it'll do its job. So, since I have not looked at these yet, let's see what they look like. Since they're blemished parts. So, after inspecting these for a few minutes, there's definitely some imperfections in the clear coat. You can tell if you really put it in the right lighting. And, you know, the clear coat is a little bit runny. There might be some dirt inclusions or so, but these are structurally sound, and I love that Varus points out that they are not 100% perfect. You could argue some other companies might just send out parts that are in worse quality to begin with, but that they're pointing out that there's some imperfections just in the looks of these parts, and they're selling them for cheaper. I absolutely love that. I will buy this any day. It's very much worth it, especially if you compare the price. So it's totally up to you. I personally am very quality oriented, and I'll make sure I get everything really high, by really high standards and good quality. But something like this, these are going to be mounted in the front of the car. They're going to get some rock chips from driving on the interstate because I like to drive my cars. I don't just put them on and then keep it sitting in the garage. So to me, 100% worth it. Next up, we have to install the 3M tape that's already pre-cut onto the carbon fiber pieces right here. And I mean, they fit perfectly. So you'll want to use this side, stick it onto the part, and then as you install it, you'll rip the red tape off because it's easy to peel. You have a little edge right here. And yeah, it should be easy enough. And I gotta say, the way that Varus pre-cut these 3M tapes is absolutely phenomenal. Like, from edge to edge, perfect. Next up, I'm gonna clean the area on the bumper where the canards or the dive planes are gonna actually stick to. And then I'm going to prep the area with some alcohol. This is 50-50. I got this at Walmart. You should be able to find rubbing alcohol anywhere. But just gonna clean this off just to make sure that nothing will be on the surface when we actually apply the 3M tape with the dive planes on them. And you could argue that you shouldn't be using alcohol on paint. Luckily, I do have PPF on my bumper, so I don't really care. If you guys are worried, just clean the surface and you should be fine. But 3M recommends to use some alcohol before. All right, now we got to figure out this template on here. And we're ready to go. All right, let's get to the sketchy part. very important to get that adhesion very good in the beginning. So everything is gonna stay in place here. All right, and we got done with the first side. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. It turned out better than I expected, to be fair, because I wasn't sure with the templates and how well I was gonna be able to do this, but in my opinion, it actually looks really good. They seem like they're sitting in the spot they're supposed to, so thank goodness. So next up, we still got to do the second side, and then we probably just let it cure for a little bit, and probably tomorrow or the day after, we're going to pull the car out and I'm going to show you the final result, because I want to be able to drive it. I want to show you, you know, how it looks in a different location than here, and adhesion of the 3M tape is not fully completed until 72 hours after install. So don't drive your car at 200 miles per hour on the interstate. Wow, I absolutely love the looks of this, and I think it really transformed the front of the car, complements the GT350R front splitter, and the carbon fiber perfectly works with the mirrors and the wing in the back. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. It makes the car look so much more aggressive in the front. And that concludes the install. Probably took me about an hour, hour and a half. It was super easy, honestly. Verus Engineering has done an amazing job of just, you know, providing templates, providing the perfectly cut 3M tape. There was nothing that I had to adjust really. So it was super smooth. It just takes some time to clean the front bumper, to make sure everything is prepped so that the 3M tape is actually going to hold. And I'm very, very confident in it. I think Verus says they had Porsches with, you know, similar setups go 180, 200 miles an hour. So I'm very confident this is going to hold. And now I'm just going to let this cure, and then I'm going to take the car out probably tomorrow and give you some better shots of the overall vehicle and how these dive planes change the looks. And then over time, I'm obviously going to check back in with you guys and give you feedback of how I like them. If they fly off, maybe I'll let you know about that too. But I'm pretty confident they're going to stay on. Obviously, this is mainly for looks for me because I drive the car on the street and not really the track so far. But in the future, when I do decide to track the car, it's going to complement the rear wing perfectly with adding some downforce in the front, so we're not just like really heavy in the back. So yeah, I think it's an amazing upgrade. Super easy to do, not very cost intensive. So 5 out of 5 stars. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed those final shots. This concludes the video. I'm super excited how this turned out. Those dive planes really finished up the front look of the car. It looks so much more aggressive. It gave the front a little bit more width, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, for $300, the install was super easy. You can't beat it. Please consider liking the video, commenting underneath whether you liked it or not. I just want to hear your feedback. And if you like this kind of content, please come back and subscribe to the channel. Until the next one, stay loud.